The shame of it, the shame of it, oh the shame of it. Here I am, the island of Sodor's finest express engine, out on the dock.
Everybody! More ships are coming in later tonight.
Good morning, Gordon. Why the long face?
Oh, hello, little Thomas. The ferry coming in from the mainland was supposed to arrive this evening, but it's been delayed. So I've been sitting out on the harbour with hours yet to go before I can pick up anybody.
Well, you have me sticking around. I am filling up a help to Nafford with these supplies. They're due in by the morning.
Pooh, at this rate, you'll be making it upriver faster than I'll be able to travel at night. What with the signals about, the extra traffic, and the extra mail wagon to haul up to the depot.
Well, I don't see you working a 6 to 12 shift, lifting and loading cargo every day on the same warm, hot, wet dock. You at least get 8 hours of sleep and can sleep under a shed.
He's really got you there, Gordon. Lifting and loading.
Okay, so when are you gonna leave soon? I gotta get this barrel down somewhere.
Well, that's my cue. See you later, Gordon. I'll see you back at Tidmouth. Bye.
Well, I'll certainly be here for a while.
Thomas Wooden Railway 2022 needs no introduction. It's easily the best Thomas toy line on the market that isn't all engines go. What a world we live in! All the merchandise is good instead of one of them being kind of okay and the rest are not so good. I'm not really collecting it as much as other people are, partially because it's very expensive, especially if you're Canadian like me, but this one set I had to cave in and pull out a bit of my birthday money for. The Wooden Railway Brendam Docks set. Now this might come as a surprise to you, but I love harbors and docks. Putting aside my bias of living in a riverside city, I think they're very natural, cool set pieces to work with for both shows and for merchandise. There's a lot of boats you can work around, there's cranes, cargo everywhere. Like even a very quick little cheap set with that can look really interesting if you have the right designers on it. It's a shame Thomas Wood didn't really have that, but we'll get to that in just a second. So with a great design, affordable price, and relatively decent size, I decided to pick this set up for myself. To start off with, I had a very nice surprise with the shipping box actually having some pretty decent theming on this. It seems like this is something they're doing with the destinations and sets in this range, and it's very nice, honestly. The logo tape and patterns really do give you the feeling that, yeah, I just got myself a premium toy train set. And instead of the gimmicky, tacky-looking packaging we got for Thomas Wood, Thomas Wooden Railway 2022 has a much more refined and streamlined-looking style. I do agree with some critiques that this could have used a little bit more color, but I get what they were trying to do with this, and this nice wooden texture Thomas picture down here is pretty nice. Whereas Thomas Wood was selling you cheap products at a premium price with tacky-looking packaging, this does give you a bit more of an impression that you're getting some bang with your buck with this, and having all of the products released for these first two waves shown off on the side here definitely gives that impression as well. But we're not here to talk about boxes, we gotta talk about what's actually inside the box. So as we get this open, one last nice surprise is instead of poking and prodding your way to get it open, all you gotta do is cut the tape and just pop it out. And there it is! Everything's compact with no plastic containers, and you even get this cool little instruction booklet and catalog. This is the first time since 2016 they've kinda done something like this, and it's something I genuinely appreciate. Collector guides are highly underrated and especially important for kids, and I think including that really does give it some value. Moving on to what's inside the box itself, I was amazed by how big everything in this set is. I'll get more into that in a second, as of course, we have to get this guy all out of the box. And again, it's nice that there isn't plenty plastic containers this time around. You just got some cardboard, everything is easy to pull out, there's no trouble at all with this one. It was honestly really refreshing. I'm so used to plastic packaging just kind of clogging up everything and tons of wires to cut through, that having something as simple as this is genuinely nice. Even more astonishing when you consider the only thing that does end up being plastic for the packaging is this little baggie here for screws you gotta use to get Cranky secured to the dock itself. Now as you can see with it all put together, this is very clearly an update of the Wood Cranky at the Dock set from the previous range, except everything about this has been significantly improved. Like the previous set, you get Cranky, Bulstrode, some cargo pieces, a cargo car, oh wait, that wasn't in the last set, nub-to-nub adapters, Thomas Wood adapters, which are probably going to be phased out in a year because nobody bought Thomas Wood, and the piece that sold this set for many people, the engine harness, which was frequently seen in the CGI series, but I don't think ever got any merchandise up till this point. This is easily one of the best parts of the set. It has a magnet on top so you can lower down the winch from Cranky and hook it on. It's a track piece of itself so you can put it on and off no problem. You can lift up your engine in the air with Cranky. You can carry him around with the gentlest of ease high across the harbor to be loaded onto, I don't know, maybe he probably can't be loaded onto Bulstrode. And oh, wait a second, what's this? He can be loaded onto Bulstrode! And now little Thomas can get his first ever vacation to the island paradise of Kokomo. And between Cranky's thunder thighs, he's also got a grabber that you can fit right onto the magnet. I'm not gonna lie, as someone who used to use hair clips as claws and stuff whenever playing with Thomas toys as a kid, this feels like absolute fulfillment. It's mostly going to be used for this balloon net cargo that they attach with the set, which is basically a big felt piece, but you can also use it for these story pieces that all the sets come with, and you can even do this with your trains and cargo cars, although some will definitely have it a bit easier than others. I know this is a lot of talk so far about just extra pieces that you may or may not be using, but honestly, this represents what I love about the new Thomas Wooden Railway line. Not only is everything improved, but there's way more imagination with everything being put in. These two little elements giving so many more play opportunities just shows how much this team really does care about imagination and coming up with your own stories, especially when you consider how rigid past merchandise has been in recent years. And it speaks volumes when you consider that that was one of Thomas Wood's attempted selling points. Sometimes a couple simple additions will allow for way more play opportunity for kids. So now that I've rambled about that stuff for a while, let's talk about the actual two stars of the set. Starting off with Cranky. Yeah, the unpainted parts do remind you a little bit of wood, but compared to that one, this one looks very well made and very sturdy. He has this tab on the back so you can turn him around without the worry of smudging up your Cranky on the sides too much. And I just love how absolutely massive this guy is. He towers a lot of other Crankies that are available, and I double checked, he is the largest Cranky the Wooden Railway has ever gotten, but that is absolutely nothing compared to Bulstrode, who was just an absolute honker. This guy is literally the size of my forearm. Oh, you think I'm goofing around? You think I'm just saying that to be funny and haha, look how silly? Look at this guy. Literally the size of my forearm. He's massive. I mean, yeah, the lack of detailing is admittedly something even Thomas Wood kind of nailed better, but look at the detailing on the inside of him. Rivets, ropes, anchors, it's all there. And as you probably guessed, this guy can also fit a massive amount of stuff into him, surprisingly. Like, even with the cradle deck on top, there's still a lot of cargo pieces you can stick inside of him. He's also got a little bench on the back of that story block thing I mentioned earlier, like, oh, you want them to go take a ride on Bulstrode? We'll just put them into their seats, and bada boom, watch them go, they're gonna go take a nice cruise over to Peely Island. I actually realized there's more slots in his cargo deck, but I didn't realize this until way late, so there's no footage for that. While he's not the most accurate Bulstrode compared to earlier incarnations, this is easily my favorite just for the scale and size of this guy alone. He truly does feel like a barge and not just a generic cargo boat for some sets. I also really love the quality and printing on the dock piece. It's got some nice textures to it with the wood and the bricks. There's all these cargo pieces strained all around. And also Cranky's got some pretty nice incorporation of some of the egg style guide. I guess if we are gonna complain about a couple things, I'm not too big on the cargo car in this set. The design's fine, but I think printing could have been nice for it. And for a set that feels big and costs a pretty penny to purchase, all you get are just two cargo pieces, an apple box, and this balloon net thing I mentioned earlier. I feel a few more pieces would have been pretty nice for the value, and especially the price of this set. Like, I paid about 70 Canadian, which is about 10 above, I think, the American price for this. But hey, even though Thomas Wood Cranky at the docks had a few extra cargo pieces, I'd still prefer this than paying $70 for that. Oh, and I guess the story blocks are kind of fun, but I really should have gotten the Nefert set so I'd have some more cargo to play with. Of course, that's all small potatoes. I love this set, and it's genuinely one of the best recent Thomas items I've gotten. Sure, you can complain about the wheels or whatever, but it's just nice to have genuinely good Thomas products again. Not just genuinely good products, but products from people who care, and not just boring hipsters trying to make something cool that doesn't really actually look cool. And considering the last 5 years of Thomas merchandise has been constant negativity and downgrades, it's pretty nice to see that both sides of the Thomas fandom have actually good merchandise to go with. You may not like Egg, but they've got some pretty cool products launching, not gonna lie. Sodor Takealong said, "Get cheaper soon, I want to purchase you." While this range is pretty expensive, it's definitely worth more bang for your buck, and I definitely recommend picking it up if you get the chance to. Maybe get it a little bit discounted so you're not paying quite as much, but it's still worthwhile, I'd personally say. Well, that takes care of this video. I wonder what the next Thomas thing is. Hold on, what? Season 2 is already coming out. Okay, I gotta go get that recorded as soon as possible. So I'll see you guys next time.
at least I have some of my dignity left, going home after hours, I suppose.
Finally, I can get some sleep.
But it's been delayed, so I've been sitting out in the harbor with hours to go.
It's all engines go!
Pooh, but not. Gorn mentions Pooh. Pooh's canon in Crowtoony. We need a Pooh. We need a Pooh in Crowtoony, please.
Pooh! Oh, I can't believe this is Thomas and Gordon's adventures with Winnie the Pooh! Winnie the Pooh for all engines go!
We will put him in the hospital, the Crowtoony hospital. That's where he shall work, because he'll never see the light of day.
Okay, I'm ready to stop all editing this. Both of my actors did boo jokes. God.
At this rate, you'll be making us upriver faster than I'll.
Oh, come on, Cranky! Your barrel's full of laughs. Probably full of laughing gas. Wait, will laughing gas work on his trains? Gordon! Gordon!
What, Thomas?
Do laughing gas work on trains?
It's not funny. I've gained an American accent, Thomas.
No. Why? I thought Percy was the one that does the puns. I do not like puns. I am not a scary skeleton.